Welcome back, guys. So it's been about 4 months or so since I covered the Mega Everdrive Pro. It's the latest Flashcart from Krikzz for the Sega Genesis that allows you to play your games through micro SD card. One of the biggest new things with that was you could play Sega CD games on the micro SD card as well without having the hardware, without having the Sega CD hardware. And since then, there's been a lot of updates. A lot of cool new features have been added, some fixes, all sorts of stuff going on with it. And with the most recent firmware update, there's some really cool stuff. So I wanted to quickly go over that real quick with you guys. So if you're new here, subscribe, slap that like button around. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers. You guys are the key. You know what I'm saying? So obviously we're playing this on the Analog Mega SG, the FPGA Sega Genesis, but this does work on original hardware as well. So we've covered quite a bit with this over the past few months or so. And with a lot of new features here, it's kind of neat. But take a look at my previous videos. One of the things we talked about previously was the FPGA implementation of NES. In that cart, if you want to play old school NES games on your Sega Genesis through FPGA implementation, you can. It's very limited. Doesn't support all the mappers, but it's just one thing I want to remind you guys about. It's kind of, it's blasphemy, really, but it's kind of neat. NES on the Sega Genesis. But that's not what we're on about today. So what we wanted to take a look at was a few other things that have been implemented here. One of them is some customization options that I find freaking amazing. So another thing we have is this Mega Color player. This has been out for a little while. I haven't really messed with it too much, but this allows you to convert movies, shows, whatever footage, if you created a video, whatever. It just formats it to be played on the Sega Genesis. I thought this was really neat. So I'm going to have to mute the audio for these just in case. But I just wanted to show you real quick a couple samples. So like the Sonic, the movie trailer has been put into it. Video playing on original hardware or, FPGA hardware, whatever you want, right? So let's see, what else do we got? We got some Star Wars action up in here. Don't want to let these play for too long, you know what I mean? Just give you guys an example, but really, really neat that this stuff is on here and works. You're able to get this going. I'm also going to show you guys my, the build that I have on my micro SD card so you can see the files, how everything's formatted and whatnot, just to get an idea of how everything looks on the micro SD card. But there you go. I thought that feature was pretty neat. Not the most useful for me, but at the same time, it's pretty cool to be added there. You also have like where you can have CD-based audio for your Sega Genesis games. There's a lot of hacks out there, mods and whatnot that incorporate that. That's some pretty cool stuff as well. But the biggest feature that I wanted to take a look at is one that was just incorporated, and that is themes for the Mega Everdrive Pro. That's the one thing a lot of people have been asking for, is like customizable themes and whatnot, getting this looking a little more snazzy than usual, and I'm fine with the basic look. I just want to play my games. I don't want to stare at it for too long, but holy crap, this does bring it to the next level here. So we have some backgrounds here. Some of these are implemented into the latest firmware. Let me show you what some of them look like. Some static ones, no motion, but they're ones with motion as well. So that was basic 1. This one's basic 2. This one just says colors. So let's go back and see what that looks like. Actually, that kind of looks all right. I mean, it's just a basic theme. Doesn't look too bad. Let me see. What else did we have here? So we looked at all the basic ones. Now we have some ones that have some motion going on, some scrolling action. You could design these yourself and make your own. So this one's Contra, background scrolling. I think that's really cool. Can be a little distracting maybe. Let's see what that looks like in the main menu if I'm looking for a game. Say I wanted to, that works. So you can customize this quite a bit with everything that they got going on here, but I just wanted to take a look at these included themes that are out there. Crisis, what is this one? Okay, that one's kind of going to give me some motion sickness. Actually, I don't ever suffer from motion sickness, or any kind of where images mess me up, but that is a little disorientating. Holy crap. But they're just examples here. You can pretty much set this up how you want. This is my favorite, I think. just having the Sonic background, I think that one looks really nice. The way, I mean, it's just basic, but it looks cool compared to just a black background. So that one's pretty neat. I'm not having a hard time seeing, you know, my selections here or anything. So that's fine. Let me see what else. I think we had one more. Streets of Rage. That one's nice. The dark, you know what? I think this one might be my favorite because the darker background looks nice with this font and this color of font. So that is pretty cool. That looks really nice. So let me go ahead and go to the desktop, show you guys my micro SD card, show you, you know, how to get things transferred over and whatnot. Let's do it. So here we go. I'm going to put a link in the description directing you straight to the Mega Everdrive Pro files that you will need to update and all the things that we're talking about in this video. So the first thing you're going to need to do if you want to get access to themes and all the latest additions to the Mega Everdrive Pro is download the latest OS. So you're going to navigate here, go down to the bottom, Mega OS version 4.07. It's always sorted with the newest at the bottom. Download that. It's a zip file. You're going to have to unzip it, obviously. And then within that, you're going to have this mega folder. So this is going to have all the newest stuff that you need, access to the mappers and all that stuff, and the themes folder. So it looks like in the themes folder, we only have a couple basic themes, but we'll get some more of those in a moment. Now, what you're going to do with that mega folder is just drag it to your SD card that has your build for your Mega Everdrive Pro. As you see, I have the mega folder down here. You just simply overwrite it. You don't have to delete it and do anything. Just drag it over and let it overwrite whatever it needs to that is named the same. So that's what I typically do, and it works just fine. Now, once you're done with that, you can pop out the SD card, put it back into your Mega Everdrive Pro, power it on, everything will be updated, and you're ready to go. But there's still more. So besides just the update there's a couple things I want to talk about. Obviously, we have the Mega Color and some more themes we can add. But there's this one thing here as well, CD Fix, that I never really messed with. But if you download that, what that does is it allows you to take multi-bin Sega CD games and convert them into single bin. So the README text will go over that if you download this. Very simple. Tool for conversion multi-bin images to single bin. Just drop the cdfix.executable to the folder with your CD images and run it. All subfolders within that will be scanned and all detected multi-bin images will be fixed, turned into single bin. So that's a useful tool if you need it. I haven't needed it, but it's there just in case, right? So the next thing, let's get this up, is the themes, right? So the mega themes, if you want more themes, you got to go here to Mega Theme and then download this zip file. This zip file is going to have all those ones that I demonstrated to you guys. The Colors, Contra, Crisis, Sonic, and the Streets of Rage. So within these is going to be a .bgr file. You don't need all the rest of this stuff. I'll show you what I did right here. So going down to Mega and then to Themes, as you see, I just have the .bgrs in here. I left the README text. I guess I might as well delete that from here. It doesn't need to be on there. But just the .bgrs in that theme folder. And you don't need to make a themes folder. It's already there if you did the latest update. So there is that. Now within that folder, that Mega Theme 1.0.0.1, there is some information here for you to create your own background images and custom fonts. I haven't messed with this yet, but the README does explain a bit. I don't quite understand everything here, but you can go ahead and custom font source, the horizontal speed, the vertical speed, all sorts of different information as far as how you want your background image to behave. I thought that was pretty neat. And then down here, all the ones that he currently has available explains what they are. Static image, menu colors, customization, full screen, horizontal scrolling, so on and so forth. So I'm curious to see all the different creations people put out there. I'm not usually one to really fiddle with this stuff, but it's neat. It's there if you want to use it and figure it out. Just wanted to point that out for you. Really dig that we have these themes now. It really brings out the Mega Everdrive Pro with the customization that you can do. I hope to see that on other devices put out by Krikzz as well. So another thing I wanted to talk about real quick was that player. So the player, I downloaded these sample videos from Krikzz. I'm not sure if they're on his website. They were on one of his videos that he uploaded previously, so I just wanted to point that out. But back on this page here, if you want to get the Mega Color, you're going to go ahead and download that zip, right? And then unzip it, obviously. And then within that, what we're going to have, let me find it, is there's my Mega Color folder. You're going to have the converter, the player, and then the README text. The README text just explains how to convert your video. Drag your video file to the converter, convert.bat. The converter file will be stored to a .dat file. And then it just gives you some of the operations here. Open up Mega Color player.md, which we already did in the video. And then here are the controls. So kind of interesting. The only thing you need is the player here. The 99.rbf is the mapper. So what I did was I took that mapper and I dropped it in the mappers folder within the Mega folder. So as you see down there, 99.rbf. You don't need to leave this here for it to work. Just put it into the mappers section. You just need this Mega Color player.md in order to access everything. So back on my actual micro SD card here, as you see, there's my player folder with the .md, and then here are the folders that have the videos in them. Like I said on Krikzz video, he did put a download to these. I'll see if I find that, and I'll put a link in the description so you can take a look at that. So the last thing I want to quickly mention was when I previously reviewed this device, I remember with Sega CD games, you just had to have a folder and then dump all the bin and cues into that folder. Like there was no real organization or folders. Now you have to use folders. I think this makes it a lot easier and neater to have everything organized. So as you see, I have all my games set up with whatever is needed within those folders. So that's how you set it up now for Sega CD. There's more information concerning all this if you go back to this Krikzz website and go to the Mega Everdrive Pro manual. This covers tons of stuff here, and it has been updated over time to give you the latest information. Like with Sega CD, you can have bin and cue, multiple bin and cue files. It explains it here somewhere. Let me see. So here we go. Supported formats: bin and cue, cue and wave, multi-bin. And then it has a bunch more information here as far as like using multi-disc images. They should all have the same name, but with the number of disc at the end. So tons of information here. I'll put links in the description so you could get access to all this stuff easily. Really do appreciate you guys watching. I just wanted to cover this stuff because it's been a little while, and I think it's been pretty amazing to see where this device has gone. You know, Krikzz is really good about doing updates and getting fixes out there and implementing new features. So, hey, I just had to share this stuff. I thought it was really awesome. So, hey, I will catch you guys next time. Appreciate it. Peace out. Bye-bye. Big ass thumb butt and boom. Bye.